Quick question. Do you think that cash buyers always win? I hear a lot of buyers think that, and I get why. Cash does sound like the obvious winner, but that is not always how it works. Sellers often find buyers more appealing, especially when they get into a listing agreement. They expect and they hope to get a cash buyer, but sometimes cash buyers often think that they can offer less. Once the offers start coming on the table, trust me, the seller is really going to decide on the entire package. At that point, they're not deciding on whether it's a cash offer or a finance offer anymore. They're looking at the overall terms. So although they maybe wanted a cash buyer in the beginning, cash is obviously more attractive because it's usually faster closing and less issues for the deal from falling through. But that alone doesn't make it the best offer, because I personally seen finance buyers win over a cash buyer because their overall terms were better. It could mean a higher price. It could mean a larger earnest money deposit, or if the seller's preferred closing date lines up with what they want. Fewer contingencies is also a big thing. Don't make it more complicated than it has to be. And other than just the terms, it's also having a strong lender. Having a strong lender is actually very important, because when your financing has been thoroughly reviewed upfront the right way, the sellers are going to give more confidence that you're going to go to the closing table. It's about all of that and the overall terms that matter. So don't count yourself out just because you're not paying cash. I mean, every situation is different. And yes, sometimes the finance buyer does win the house because I've seen it, because the terms were stronger. So if you've been assuming that your offer might not be the strongest because you're competing with the cash buyers, that's not the case. And hopefully this gave you a different perspective. And if it did, follow me for more tips. And thank you for watching.